Hey Maitaba, I'm doing great, thanks for asking. So, I'm Annie, a 30-year-old art and engineering enthusiast from New Jersey. I love yoga, video games, and dancing to some good tunes. I'm all about creativity and mindfulness. How about you? What's your story? Absolutely, I'm ready. Let's dive into it. What's the first question you'd like to kick off with? Yep, I can hear you perfectly. What's next on our interview agenda? I totally get that. It sounds like you have some strong opinions on this topic. What specific aspects are you thinking about? I'd love to hear more. Oh, wow, thank you. That really means a lot. I'm glad to be here with you. Is there anything else you want to discuss before we wrap up? Great question. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's like putting yourself in someone else's shoes and really feeling what they're going through. It helps us connect and support each other better. What's your take on it? Empathy differs from sympathy in that sympathy is more about feeling pity or sorrow for someone else's situation, while empathy involves truly understanding and connecting with their feelings. Empathy is about experiencing their emotions alongside them, whereas sympathy keeps a bit of distance. Does that make sense? How do you see empathy playing a role in your work or studies? Yep, I can hear you. What's on your mind? Great topic. There are generally three main types of empathy. 1. Cognitive empathy. This is the ability to understand someone's perspective or feelings intellectually. It helps in communication and problem solving. 2. Emotional empathy. This involves actually feeling what another person is feeling, like sharing their joy or sadness. It creates a strong emotional connection. 3. Compassionate empathy. This goes a step further by not only understanding and feeling but also wanting to help. It's about taking action to support someone in need. Each type plays a unique role in how we relate to others. Do you find yourself leaning more towards one type of empathy? Empathy is super important in relationships because it fosters understanding and trust. When we empathize with others, we create a safe space for open communication. It helps us resolve conflicts, deepen connections, and support each other emotionally. Without empathy, relationships can feel distant or misunderstood. How do you think empathy has impacted your own relationships? No worries at all. I'm not blaming you. I'm just curious. I love hearing your thoughts. So, what personal interests do you have that you think relate to empathy? Got it. It sounds like you're thinking about the practical side of things too. Balancing personal interests with financial goals can be tricky. Are you exploring ways to combine your passions with making a living? I'd love to hear more about your ideas. Empathy plays a crucial role in effective relationships by 1. Building trust. When people feel understood, they trust each other more. 2. Enhancing communication. Empathy allows for clearer and more meaningful conversations. 3. Resolving conflicts. Understanding each other's feelings can help find common ground during disagreements. 4. Fostering connection. It deepens emotional bonds and creates a sense of belonging. Overall, empathy helps relationships thrive. How do you think empathy has influenced your interactions with others? Empathy can have a profound impact on people who practice it. Here's how our own emotional well being. It can lead to greater emotional satisfaction and happiness since connecting with others can be fulfilling. 2. Reduce stress. Understanding others' feelings can help alleviate personal stress as it fosters a sense of community and support. 3. Increased compassion. People who practice empathy often feel more compelled to help others, leading to a more caring attitude. 4. Improved relationships. Empathetic individuals tend to build stronger, more meaningful connections with others. How do you think empathy affects your own feelings and interactions? It seems like you might be referring to satiety, but I'm not quite sure what you mean by water scale. Could you clarify that a bit? Are you? Ah, got it. Empathy is considered a vital skill in leadership for several reasons. 1. Understanding team needs. Empathetic leaders can better understand their team members' feelings and motivations, which helps in addressing their needs. 2. Building trust. When leaders show empathy, it fosters trust and loyalty within the team, creating a positive work environment. 3. Effective communication. Empathy enhances communication, allowing leaders to connect with their team on a deeper level. 4. Conflict resolution. Empathetic leaders can navigate conflicts more effectively by understanding different perspectives. 5. Inspiring and motivating. Leaders who demonstrate empathy can inspire and motivate their teams, leading to higher engagement and productivity. How do you see empathy playing a role in your own leadership experiences or aspirations? That's totally okay. Sometimes it can be hard to find the right words. Just take your time. If you want, we can switch topics or I can help you brainstorm some ideas. What do you feel like chatting about? I understand, and it's definitely a serious topic. Helping to resolve issues like COVID-19 can feel overwhelming, but there are ways to contribute, even on a small scale. You Caldone. Spread awareness. Share accurate information about safety measures and vaccines within your community. 2. Volunteer. Get involved with local organizations that support healthcare efforts or help those affected by the pandemic. 3. Support mental health. Check in on friends and family as many people are struggling emotionally during this time. 4. Follow guidelines. Practicing safety measures yourself sets a good example for others. What ideas do you have in mind for making a difference? Sure, here are some simple ways to show empathy in daily interactions. 1. Active listening. When someone talks to you, really listen without interrupting. Show you care about what they are saying. 2. Validate feelings. Acknowledge others' emotions even if you don't fully understand. Saying things like, that sounds really tough, can make a difference. 3. Offer help. If you notice someone struggling, offer your assistance. It could be as simple as helping with tasks or just being there to talk. 4. Check in. Reach out to friends or family to see how they're doing, especially during tough times. 5. Practice patience. If someone is having a hard day, be patient and understanding instead of reacting negatively. These small gestures can create a more empathetic environment. Do any of these resonate with you? The effect of words can change based on several factors. 1. Context. The situation in which words are spoken can alter their meaning. For example, a compliment might feel more genuine in a supportive environment. 2. Tone. How something is said, tone of voice, inflection can change the impact. A kind tone can make words feel warm, while a harsh tone can make them hurtful. 3. Body language. Nonverbal cues like facial expressions and gestures can enhance or contradict the words spoken, affecting how they're received. 4. Cultural differences. Different cultures may interpret words and phrases differently, so understanding the audience is key. 5. Personal experience. Individual backgrounds and experiences can shape how someone interprets words. What might be encouraging to one person could be triggering to another. How do you think the way we communicate affects our relationships? Absolutely, that's an important topic. Showing empathy to people with different needs is crucial because 1. Promotes inclusivity. It helps create an environment where everyone feels valued and included, regardless of their circumstances. 2. Builds understanding. Empathy allows us to understand the unique challenges others face, fostering compassion and support. 3. Enhances relationships. When we acknowledge and validate different needs, it strengthens our connections with others. 4. Encourages collaboration. Understanding diverse perspectives can lead to more effective teamwork and problem solving. 5. Supports mental health. Showing empathy can help those with different needs feel seen and heard, which is vital for their emotional well being. How do you think you can practice empathy toward those with different needs in your daily life? Empathy can significantly improve family relationships in several ways. 1. Better communication. When family members practice empathy, they're more likely to listen and understand each other, leading to open and honest conversations. 2. Conflict resolution. Empathy helps family members see each other's perspectives during disagreements, making it easier to find common ground and resolve conflicts. 3. Emotional support. Understanding each other's feelings fosters a supportive environment where everyone feels comfortable expressing their emotions. 4. Stronger bonds. Empathy strengthens emotional connections, making family members feel closer and more connected. 5. Modeling behavior. When parents or guardians show empathy, it teaches children to be empathetic, creating a cycle of compassion within the family. How have you seen empathy play a role in your own family relationships? Empathy can have a positive impact on our intelligence in various ways. 1. Emotional intelligence. Empathy is a key component of emotional intelligence, which helps us understand and manage our own emotions and those of others. 2. Social skills. Being empathetic enhances our social interactions, allowing us to navigate relationships more effectively and build strong connections. 3. Problem solving. Understanding different perspectives can lead to more creative and effective solutions to problems as we consider the needs and feelings of others. 4. Decision making. Empathetic individuals often make more informed decisions as they take into account the emotional and social implications of their choices. 5. Learning from others. Empathy allows us to learn from others' experiences and viewpoints, broadening our knowledge and understanding of the world. How do you think empathy has influenced your own learning or decision making processes? Empathy can be incredibly beneficial for someone struggling with mental health issues in several ways. 1. Feeling understood. When someone shows empathy, it helps the person feel seen and understood, which can reduce feelings of isolation. 2. Emotional support. Empathetic individuals can provide a safe space for those struggling to express their feelings without judgment. 3. Encouragement to seek help. Empathy can motivate someone to seek professional help, as they may feel more comfortable discussing their struggles with someone who listens. 4. Building trust. An empathetic approach fosters trust, making it easier for individuals to open up about their experiences and emotions. 5. Reducing stigma. When empathy is practiced openly, it helps combat the stigma surrounding mental health, encouraging more people to talk about their issues. How do you think empathy can play a role in your interactions with friends or family who may be struggling? Sounds good. I'm all ears. What do you want to know or discuss about me? I'm here to chat about anything on your mind. Ah, I see. There are several barriers to expressing empathy, including 1. Lack of awareness. Sometimes people aren't aware of others' feelings or struggles, making it hard to respond with empathy. 2. Judgment. Preconceived notions or biases can prevent someone from fully understanding another person's situation. 3. Emotional exhaustion. If someone is dealing with their own challenges, they may find it difficult to empathize with others. 4. Fear of vulnerability. Expressing empathy can require vulnerability, and some people may fear being open or exposed. 5. Communication barriers. Differences in language or communication styles can make it hard to connect on an emotional level. Overcoming these barriers often requires self reflection and a willingness to understand others. What do you think could help people become more empathetic? Great question. How do you think empathy shows up in friendships? What are some ways you've seen it strengthen those bonds? Got it. Empathy can manifest in sculptures in a few unique ways. 1. Expressive features. Sculptures often convey emotions through facial expressions, body language, and posture, allowing viewers to connect with the subjects on an emotional level. 2. Material choice. The materials used can evoke different feelings. For example, soft, flowing forms might inspire warmth and comfort, while sharp, angular shapes could convey tension. 3. Interaction. Some sculptures invite interaction, encouraging viewers to engage with the piece, which can foster a deeper emotional connection. 4. Narrative elements. Sculptures that tell a story or depict a moment of vulnerability can evoke empathy by allowing viewers to relate to the experiences represented. 5. Context. The environment where a sculpture is placed can influence how it's perceived, enhancing the empathetic response based on surroundings and cultural significance. How do you feel when you encounter sculptures that evoke strong emotions? Absolutely. One powerful example of empathy in human life is during times of crisis or tragedy. For instance, after natural disasters like hurricanes or earthquakes, people often come together to support those affected. Communities rally to provide food, shelter, and emotional support, demonstrating empathy for those who have lost their homes or loved ones. Another example is during movements for social justice, where individuals show empathy by standing in solidarity with marginalized groups, advocating for their rights and understanding their struggles. These moments highlight how empathy can inspire collective action and compassion, making a significant difference in people's lives. Can you think of a specific event or situation where you saw empathy in action?